Hello everyone, welcome back to another Raiders video. In this video, I'll be giving my Raiders Panthers game preview, so let's get into it. So entering week 3, the Raiders are 1-1 playing the 0-2 Carolina Panthers, who are coming off 2 really bad losses. So firstly, they made a quarterback change, went from Bryce Young to Andy Dalton. Bryce Young, it's not looking good for him. I don't think he's a bust yet, but it's not looking good for him. Andy Dalton is a veteran that I think can sling the ball. I think he will do that this game. To some capacity, because he's a veteran, and I think he'll get the ball downfield in instances, but I don't think it'll be enough for them to win. But kind of getting into the preview, I think that first of all, our defense, whether it's Bryce Young or any Dalton or whatever offense in the league we're playing, I think we're gonna play well. That's just the unit that we are, I think. And against Carolina, I don't expect anything different. Their skill positions are improved from last year, but still not that good. You know what I mean? Adam Thielen, up there in age, we're still doing his thing. Deontay Johnson, the rookie Leggett, has promise for sure. Our running back, Miles Sanders, Chuba Hubbard. Hubbard's kind of the running back one at this point. Miles Sanders really didn't live up to that contract. And Jonathan Brooks, they have, but he's not going to play in this game because he's injured. Their offensive line is actually, from what I know, is actually better than it was last year by a lot. They signed Robert Hunt to a huge deal. Damian Lewis as well. So both guards are new. Austin Corbett at center is a new addition, and Taylor Moton's a pretty good right tackle. They have a young guy on the left tackle spot who didn't play well last year, but still has some promise. So yeah, their offensive line is not bad like it was last year actually. So that's kind of the hope that the Panthers have, is with the problems, or we're actually Bryce Young and Andy Dalton. So maybe Dalton can use that, improve the offensive line and improve skill positions and get the ball downfield. So I think our defense should be able to stop them though. Crosby did have an injury, but is going to play. Christian Wilkins, I think same thing. And Devon Diablo is actually out for this game. So I expect Masterson to be a starting linebacker opposite of Spillane. Yeah, regardless, they're still trying to figure stuff out. Dave Canales is the new head coach, and he is their offensive play caller as well. Last year with Tampa Bay, he did a lot of good stuff, but against us, I don't really see, that really being a challenge, because Andy Dalton doesn't have a scrambling ability like Lamar Jackson does, and their skill positions, they have some talent, but not like a premier guy. So I think that will be fine on defense. Gotta pressure him, gotta, if he's gonna fire the ball downfield, gotta make some interceptions, make some plays in the ball in general, whether it's like deflections or forced fumbles, whatever. But defense, I expect them to go out there and do that thing, but Andy Dalton is an additional wild card that they have. For our offense, of course, they looked a lot better last week, mostly in the second half. Getting Devontae Adams going, getting Brock Bowers going, getting Gardner Minshew going in general. At this point, our identity might have shifted from to a passing team from a running team, which kind of what we talked about in the offseason, but that's not looking good. We can't run the ball. The offensive line is looking poor in both run blocking and pass protection. Now, JPJ will be making his first appearance. Not sure if he'll start, but he will be at least active for the first time this season. And maybe they'll put him in at left guard right away, because it's not looking good there between Wyatt and Pete. The rest of the offensive line is not looking that good either. I think JPJ, it'd be good to put him in there, and everyone else is kind of up to them to kind of figure it out, because the offensive line should be playing better than what it is right now. So hopefully JPJ kind of brings a spark, including the run game, because we talked about Zamir White all offseason, about how he can take over for Josh Jacobs, and so far that's not looking good at all. So hopefully we get the run game going. But even if we don't, the passing game looked promising last week. Of course, we have the weapons, as we know. Devontae, Brock Bowers, Corey Myers. We have the guys, and Minshew is a gunslinger. So we saw him create plays out of the pocket as well last week. So I think that against Carolina, the same thing should happen. I'm not worried about Carolina at all. They do have Jadeveon Clowney, J.C. Horn in the secondary. Shaq Thompson, the linebacker, is a pretty good player, but they lost Derek Brown to injury. Arguably the best player on the team, and huge blow to them. Maybe they'll help us in the running game. I don't expect anything tough from the Carolina defense. They left 47 points in week 1. We should be able to move the ball on them consistently, but I hope that includes the running game, because I want to, win this game convincingly. To me, this is a game that we should win, and we should win convincingly. I said it, I believe, last week. I said it in my schedule prediction. If our team is as serious as we think it is, we're going to go out there and beat up the Carolina Panthers. Not beat them, but beat up the Panthers. someone by a lot, win convincingly, especially when the Chargers beat them last week by, I believe, 23. So if we beat them, it's a lot closer. It's not gonna look as good because they just beat them by 23. So better go in there and absolutely stomp them out. And it's a good week to kind of improve. Even if our offense is playing well, I want the running game to improve. I want us to get more sacks. No one on the defensive line or the defense has a sack besides Crosby. So I hope that the defense can feast all around. The offense can get a run game going, but if not, at least pass the ball efficiently. Gardner Minshew was second in league in passing, or at least tied for second. So yeah, that's what I expect against Carolina. Gonna be a game that I'm excited for sure. Gonna hopefully, continue to build this thing up, get to above 500. Because next week, Cleveland's coming in. That's gonna be a tough game, conference game. So hopefully we're 2-1 going to that game. But anyway, that's my Raiders Panthers Week 3 game preview. I'm Marto, and thank you for watching.